Alright, a little video about band hammering. The first thing you gotta do is turn on shift lock. It's in your settings, as you can see. Just turn it on and off. It's the first option at the top. Settings also, you can adjust your volume, you can adjust your graphics quality. Turning the graphics quality down will actually reduce lag if you have problems with lag. I like to keep my sound down because I don't want to go deaf from listening to all the SMGs around me. So, but anyway, shift lock is for me, it's key when using my band hammer. And the reason I say that is because what I found one of the most important things for me is to keep the zombies in front of me all the time. Anytime I try to turn without the shift lock on, if you turn away from the zombies, they get on your back and they hit you and they drain your health. Before I started using shift lock, I was lucky if I could survive to wave 20 using just my band hammer. But now I'm finding I can usually get at least a wave 60 in most maps. And this particular one, and this try right here, I made it to wave 75, which is not bad considering if anybody plays the game, you know how difficult it is to make it to higher waves. Because the zombies, as you're playing, as you go through the waves, every wave you go through, they get faster and they get stronger. They hit harder, and it takes a little bit more effort to kill them. So anyway, down to techniques. My number one technique is, like I already explained, is using shift lock. The other is to always keep moving. Don't give them time to come up to you. You go up to them. You go after them. And what I do in that process is I like to do a side-to-side motion, swinging side to side. I mean, not just swinging the hammer, but moving side to side. And what that does is it turns the zombies. And I'll explain that here in a minute. If you watch, when I get some zombies together, like watch this Yeti. You see how he turned to the right as I move to the right? These guys turn to the left as I move to the left. Again, they turn to the left as I move to the left. And what's key about that is that if you turn them away from you, they don't hit you. The zombies generally they have to face you straight on to hit you. I mean, either frontwards or backwards. What's funny is I've had them, on my back, facing away from me, and still hitting me, which is crazy, but it happens. So what I do is, most of the time, if I have the room to move, I move in one direction and I turn the zombies in the same direction. When you move in one direction, they go after you, they follow you, and they turn. If you just saw that brute, I went to the right, the brute turned to the right. So dealing with individual zombies, what I do is a little swoop to the left or a swoop to the right, like that. You saw the swoop. I did that with that brute just then. You don't want to hit them head on, because when you do, you take a chance of getting hit yourself. So I do a side to side swoop. Swoop right. Let's see here. Swoop right, swoop left. And just turn them and hit them as you turn them. And let's see if I can get that brute. He's turning. Oh, come to the right this time. Okay. So anyway, that's my number two technique, is to keep moving, and preferably move to the right to turn them to the right, or move to the left to turn them to the left, like that. And because the key is you want to kind of get them off, what you might say is off balance. Try to disrupt their tracking so that they're not coming right at you. So you turn those brutes to the left and take them out. Now this diamond brute, you can turn them to the right, take them out. And it's a pretty good technique. It works really well for me anyway. So like I was saying, the key is to get them to turn away from you, not let them square off to you where they can hit you. So I got them all turned to the right. See, go to the left this time, go back to the right, turn them, and take them out. Now, as you get to higher waves, they become faster and a little more difficult to take out in this manner. Because of their speed, they end up hitting you more. Even though you're turning them and you're leading them in a direction, they still seem to be able to compensate at higher waves because they're moving faster, and they compensate by turning back at you quicker. And high waves, they take a lot more hits, unless I do another thing, which I'll be showing in a little while, is what I like to do is a lunge forward and pull back. So I use the ASW keys for movement, and I use my mouse for rotating and turning. And I use that S key quite a bit when my hammer. What I do a lot is I'll swing and pull back, and swing and pull back, and try to keep that distance if you can. Now, if you notice, the hammer does have some reach to it. It's you don't have to actually hit the zombie in the head. You can swing from a distance and still kill the zombies. Not sure what its range actually is. Sometimes it seems longer than other times. So you can turn this guy to the left again and take him out. The little guys. See, I'm pulling back away from them. So on higher speeds, when you get a group coming after you, if you just keep it in reverse and swing, you can take a lot of them out before they get you. Keeping your distance as much as you can is important, especially around the brutes. You know, at high waves, I notice the brutes can actually hit you from a distance that's equal to their body length, which is crazy, but it's true. And you know, the sad thing is that the zombies, their reach gets longer and longer as the waves get higher and higher, but the hammer stays the same. You don't get a longer reach in higher waves. It stays the same. So just like the SMGs, if you know, whatever weapon you're using, it doesn't get any stronger as the waves go on, but the zombies get stronger. So yeah, so you turn them to the left, so you turn them to the right, keep them going to the right, back to the left, turn them to the right. So that's basically the main technique that I use. Side to side motion, always stay moving. Don't just sit there and wait for them to come to you. Look at how they're coming at you and try to find a path that you can take where you can lead them in one direction or the other safely without getting killed. And just keep moving. Turn them to the right, turn them to the left, pull back, keep them in front of you, keep swinging. I got so many on me that time I kind of got stuck between them, and I think that brute hit me. I got a little bit too close to him. So turn them to the right, take them out. Now a few more swings and I get most of my health back, because the hammer, when you hit a zombie, regenerates your health a little. You get a little bit of, almost like using a regen coil. So that's one thing, another reason why you can survive longer with a band hammer. If you can keep from getting hit too much, you can regenerate your health by hitting the zombies. And I don't know if anybody's ever played Zombie Rush Testing, but this works great in Zombie Rush Testing because they don't hit very hard. Not even the brutes. The brutes hit the same strength or the same. They take the same amount of health from you that the regular zombies do in Zombie Rush Testing. So you can hit them and keep hitting them, and you stay kind of even with your health until you eventually kill them. So I'm trying to think of anything else I could point out that would help someone with a band hammer to survive longer. We covered, shift lock, very important. Keeping the zombies in front of you, very important. Constantly moving is very important. Shifting left and right, turning the zombies away. Instead of having them come directly at you, you turn them to the side, away from you. And my swooping motion, where I'll swoop in with a hit. Sometimes I just go right and left. See what I do here. Right swoop, left swoop, right swoop, oh, left swoop, and then right swoop, left swoop, right, right. Keep them turning, keep them going. So yeah, and why I say a swoop and a turn to the right or left is you don't want to go directly at them and try to hit them head on. You want to try to avoid contact with them because you want to avoid letting them hit you. And which leads me to my last technique I think I mentioned was the pullback. You swing and pull back like that. Swing, pull back. Swing and pull back. Keep them in front of you. Keep retreating. When you have a lot of zombies, you want to kind of keep retreating from them. so they don't see. If they get too close, they hit you. So if you pull back, you reduce the chances of being hit and reduce the number of hits that you take. And keep moving, keep sneak in between them if you can. Get around them, get between them, get behind, get in front of them. Keep them in front of you. Don't expose your back to them, because then you take a lot of hits and you could end up dying pretty quick. So anyway, I hope you like this video. I hope it helps some of my fellow banhammer owners get out there and start using your banhammer, because to me, gosh, it's actually, I'd say it's been worth the money, because it's been a lot of fun since I started doing this, using shift lock and going after the zombies like this. It is fun. It's a little bit challenging, and once you get the hang of this and keep the motion going, it really increases the intensity of the game. So yeah, so if anybody has questions or comments, I'd appreciate it. I'd also like to know how other banhammer owners use their hammers, if they have any techniques that they have found effective also in surviving with the banhammer. Yeah, so if you would, just please leave your comments below. I'd like to read them, and always open to learning new things myself. So please share what you know and what you've learned about the game and how you use your banhammer. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video.